Alright, hello, it is Grog Dog Plays Games with another episode of Minecraft Feed the Beast. In the Monster Pack, episode 27. And today, it's been sort of getting to the point where my armor, which has awesome enchantments, is getting pretty damaged. So I think what I really need to do is I need to upgrade my armor to something else and then rip these enchantments off so I don't lose them. And so we're going to try out something. I thought about I thought about the power armor tinker table to start making some power armor, but I don't have an emerald. So that's a problem for me. So if I don't have an emerald, I thought, well, I can always make Exo-armor. So that's some bronze, large plates. We have a bunch of... It is Tinker's alloy ingots are getting smelted up in there. So, although I don't know about the helmet, because I don't really want to lose night vision, because that is just so useful. But certainly the chest piece and the legs and the feet. So, there we go. You make it with bronze plates, just like you make any other piece of armor. And then we're going to still have enough to do the head if we want. I think it takes like 3 stacks to do that. Not quite sure. And then, let me get the stuff that I want to put on them, and then I'll be back. Okay, so there's one of the things you can do, is you have to have a tinker table, which is a crafting station and a tool station, and then there's a chest behind there to make a full-on tinker table. And then you can put the X-Nilo pieces where the little pickaxe is, and then when you add things to there, you can get all sorts of stuff. And if we go ahead and add modifiers, there we go. So if we take all this out, you can see the base is each of these pieces has 30 modifiers. And you can do things like a piece of redstone will give you +1 speed. And you can do things like one piece of redstone block gives you 9 speed, or I can do that. Oh, that's too much. And get +27% speed, but then I only have 3 modifiers remaining. Because that takes 9, because each one of those is 1. I can do a diamond, that'll get me +5% attack damage. I could do quartz blocks, I believe, and that gets me +1, straight +1 damage. But at this point, well, I don't know, I guess 5%. So if I did 2 of those, it'd be 10%. So that's going to be 1 damage. Maybe if I do a higher damage weapon instead of the battle wrench. Might need to look into that. What else? Okay, the first thing that I started with were the 2 slimes, but you can't do one color. It's gotta be blue and green and a gas tier, and that gets you double jump on the feet, which is pretty cool. I believe an iron leg or an iron plate will get you protection 2%, which I think is like a heart maybe. I'm not sure how much 2% actually is. Apparently a golden apple does something. Golden apple. Maybe not. What about that? No? Kinda looks like it should. I'm just looking at the Minecraft forum entry for Tinker's Constructs, and it has a little picture of everything that works with the X-Nilo, and it does show those. So I'm curious now. Maybe they're... Ooh, I bet they're golden. No. Golden apples. What other kind of apples are there? What is that? May apple. Huh. Wait, why does it not even show... It doesn't even show the, like, enchanted version of a golden apple? There's a jeweled apple. And that is from Tinker's Constructs. I need to put storage buses on these things over here. Although it's pretty rare that I need apples. Oh boy. Alright. Let's do that. Let's get a jeweled apple. Could just be that... No? Unless I need more than one jeweled apple. I'm hesitant to make too many of them, but... We'll make 4. Or 5. Now, I'm beginning to think the jeweled apples aren't going to work. I wonder why those are in there. Huh. Well, regardless, so now we just have to figure out what we actually want to do as far as health versus armor versus speed versus damage. So let me do some calculations and see what I come up with. Okay, and we're back, and you can see I'm wearing the Exo-armor. We went with a quad jump and a little bit of speed on the shoes, and pretty much mostly speed with just a little bit of protection on the legs, and then straight protection on the chest. If you look at my armor, it's not very high. The Exo-armor sort of seems like it's built so that you can't get speed and protection and everything else. You sort of have to choose. If you put protection on everything, like max protection on everything, then you can get the protection of diamond. If you get max speed on everything, you can go really fast. If you get max damage, you can do a lot of damage. So not quite so what I was hoping for, so I'm going to try and get an emerald. What I did was I went ahead and used one of the Mistcraft Ages I found and put my endothermic quarry in there. But that means I'm going to get a lot of cobble, so now I have to start dealing with my cobble. Like, I already have 11,000 cobble. So what we're going to do is set up some cyclic assemblers. So we're making compressed cobble, double compressed, triple compressed. This would be quadruple. So we're going through and just setting these things up. So what we're going to need is some more schematics. Schematics. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're not going to be able to get all of it, but that's okay. So what I've done is I've set up... Oh, this I need to adjust. So if this has more than 10,000 in it, then we're going to emit levels. And if this is active with a signal, it'll export stacks of cobble. So it should not export anything right now. There we go. It shouldn't be exporting anything. If I look at my cobble, it shouldn't be going down, and it's not. It's actually going up. And that's set to 10,000. Oh, right, that's not on. That shows that it's not on. This is set to do the same thing if there's more than 8,000. So if I have more than 8,000, it'll start throwing it into the cyclic assembler. If this gets backed up somehow and it goes over 10, it'll just start throwing it in a trash can, so I don't get too much. Let's see. And then the rest of these are just going to, you know, I sort of halfway feel like I should just use item ducts to route this through here somehow. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Like, let me get rid of this and go get a bunch of item ducts. That might be better, because then I don't have to worry about it flowing through my system. it'll just be sort of its own contained system without me having to worry about it. Servos. Ooh, did I not teach it servos? Clear. What? Whoa. Servo. Calm down there, buddy. Alright. Oh, there it is. Nether iron. No. How about just some iron? Right. Purple glass. Oh my gosh. I just want regular glass, regular iron. I wish there was like a function where I could just say, give me like default to this thing. Like whenever it has glass, I want you to default to just this kind of glass. Like I wish there was a configurer or a configuration matrix for the crafting terminal, or no, for the pattern encoder, where I could say, if you use glass, just always use this glass. If you need to use iron from this mod. Use this from that mod. Use this from this mod. I wish. Alright, the whole point of coming over here was to get servos. Servo. Let's craft, I don't know, let's craft a stack of servos. Bam, 10. Perfect. Alright, let's come over here. Let's go ahead and do this. Schematic. Starting to get a little bit of lag in this area now that we're getting so many machines. Okay. And so with our new plan, what we're going to do is come out of there and into there. Which means this is now going to have input, output, and then we will come out of there and into there, which means this one is going to be input, output, and then we will, I'm going to need, oh wait, do I have, how many cobblestone covers? 7 should be enough. So let's see, so we put a cover there, and come out of here and into there, which makes this one do that. So out of here into there, the cover, and that's an out. So then cover here, so that we can come out of there and into the bottom of this one, which means this one has to be reset to that, and then out of here and into there, and that shouldn't need to have anything done to it, and then out of here into there, and then that one will need to get reset. And then we just have to do this. Here, there, there. Import. Like so. And by the time this gets here, we'll have all sorts of crazy stuff. Now, theoretically, that's going to push out of the bottom without the servos. So we'll see. So, oh. Is this already... I guess so. So it's already working. So as we get These are triple compressed cobblestones. Do I have the schematic in here for what's supposed to happen? I don't. So put these all together, and we'll get quadruple compressed cobblestone. And that'll eventually show up over there. Alright. So that little system is taken care of. Oh wait, oh I needed, dang it, I needed that. No. Send you back, send you back, send you back. Go get the rest of the redstone. Because that needs to come down here. Shoot, gonna need more. Give me the cable. Alright. Let's see. I guess we'll just come down another one. Like so. And there. Okay. There's that. So that part is done. Cyclic assembler wise. Now I'm concerned. Oh, also all sorts of export buses for the bows and the armor. All that stuff. Oh, stacks. Move stacks. Stacks of stuff to get out of there because I have just a ridiculous amount of bows. I think it's mostly cleared up now. Yeah. But it was just a crazy amount of bows and weapons and all sorts of stuff in there from the mob farm. I'm also suspecting some of these might be getting high, like gunpowder, zombie flesh, string. Yeah, all the main stuff is all full. So we need to improve our barrels, basically. Curious about this stuff. Looks like some of our gold is getting filled up. Looks like the rest of it's doing okay. So what we're going to need to do is go at Java. We're going to need some structural upgrades. So let's see. Let's make some of that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll say 10. You know what? Let's do this. No, let's not do that. Let's do that. Clear. There. Let's do that. Code. Okay. At Java. With iron. So that's just the fence with a piece of iron. What's that? Oh, what? Why do... I don't know why it gave me 16 of those. I'm not in creative. Like, Mark IV is diamond. See, it gives me the recipe, not... Doesn't just give them to me. That was weird. Diamond. What's next? Obsidian. I don't have a good source of obsidian, so let's stop at diamond for now. Okay. I think it was iron next. Code. And then gold. And code. And then diamond. And code. Okay. And then what do we have? We have 10 of those. Let me store some random somethings in that barrel. Sure, a mana bean, another mana bean, a stone sword. That'll work. What? Where did my blue bag go? Oh, that is... Come on. Alright. Alright, there's that. Because I don't really want those things in there. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. And then let's see what we got in here. 1, 2, arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brains. That's another one. Just thinking of the things that I get from a monster farm that I did not anticipate. Heads. I might need to store gravel somewhere. That's a good point. Hardened sand might be a good thing to store in a barrel. Oh, probably not. But gravel, I probably do. What is this? That's saltpeter. Looks like there's not much else, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need a barrel, so Java barrel, and a storage bus. Storage bus. Alright, let's come back over here. There we go, and let's do a barrel with a storage bus. Let's put creeper heads. 10. Let's see. Arrows, zombie heads, and brains. So, zombie head, arrow, brain. 10, and set with 10, and set with 10. Creeper head, set with 10. Alright, and then we will go ahead and do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 structural upgrades are going to be necessary. Oh, also, I suppose I'm going to need to... do what? I'm going to need to do... export, an import, and a barrel. Jungle wood large. There we go. 2, because I might need to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my little export-import deal to get all this stuff out of the system and then back in so it goes to those barrels, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we need to increase the storage, so we've got structural upgrades to give them more slots. But to get more slots, we're going to need, first, more barrels, and a chest to get a better barrel. And then once we have that, I'm going to need one. And then I believe it's a barrel with a piston on either side, is a storage upgrade. So let's throw that in there. And then I'm going to need 3 of those, because 3 of those gets me a ×3 upgrade. Okay. And then I think, so let me craft one of those. And I think it is 3 of these. Gets me a ×9. So let's make a ×9. Okay. And I think that it is 3 of those gets us a ×27, which I believe is the highest. So let's see. So at Java, 27, increase the storage capacity by 1,728 stacks. That'll probably do us. Alternatively, I guess I could do the at Java. I don't need to hold everything in the world. I could do a void upgrade. That's an obsidian with a couple pistons. That might be very useful. Actually, more useful than just increasing the size massively. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking probably 11 of those is what I'm really going to want. Because increasing the storage size, I mean, do I really need to have 22,000 arrows? Probably not. So this is your slots 1. So I'm going to need a level 1 structure and a level 3. So let's see. So shift, right click, and you'll notice that it changes the barrel color there. And you can see there's a one-time upgrade. You have 1 slot remaining over there. And then we're going to make the wooden structural upgrade. Such a cool mod. And now we can see there are 2 upgrades with 3 slots there. Right there is a 3. So now we're going to do the void. And you can see in the lower left-hand corner, now it shows there's a void. And here's a, now it shows that it has 1 left instead of the 3 initially. So now it should just start voiding anything over its limit. So we'll find out by importing all of these arrows. So the arrows are draining away. Oh yeah, because we don't have the full stack yet. So let's see. 43. Let's see if this works. 61 stacks. 64 by 64. Alright. And I guess, you know what? Let's go ahead and say at Java. What's the very first? That's a slot 1. So I could get all of them to hold by 64 stacks. So I could double the size of all of those, just so I don't feel as bad, maybe. And I use my whole, all the upgrades. That might be a good idea. 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I have enough wood in there? I do. So I'll just go through and do that. That'll... And you can see in the upper right hand corner it shows that there is a storage upgrade to each of those. So let's see my arrows. Oh, I'm probably drained to that barrel. Yep. Alright. So let's grab that off of there. And then here we go. So if everything goes as planned, about half of those are going to end up in this thing, and then the other half are just going to get discarded. So let's go make sure that's true. 90. Yeah, let's go get some of this. Okay. That stuff back. Let me go get, since I just used a whole lot of the jungle wood, let me go get some replacement jungle wood. Because each of those requires a wood, jungle wood to make it. So a little over a barrel's worth of wood. There we go. That ought to keep it up so that I can go ahead and make as many upgrades as I need. Alright. Move really quick with that haste upgrade plus all of my haste upgrades. Alright. 128 times 64 means we're storing 8,192 arrows. So if I go to my ME system, that is how many arrows I should see. 16,000. Well, that means that it did not continue to put arrows in here, so that void upgrade didn't really work. It just... So it just took them and stored the rest in the system as opposed to... That's annoying, is what it is. Like, I was hoping it would just keep, because the storage bus says store these here, that it would just continue to try and jam them in there, and then it would void them. But apparently those two mods don't play well together, so we will just repeat this. And that means we're going to go ahead and need to increase. Now I kind of want the couple points back. So we'll make all these guys into gold, and then a diamond level. Alright. And then... So wait, how much does... At Java... So diamond level gives me 15 slots, and that takes 9, and that takes 27. So... I would say... if we have more than... Well, I suppose what I could do is something similar to this, but just tell it to export... Yeah. So, okay, I think what I'll do is I'll have all of these set up to export the extra to a storage thing. Yeah, okay. Let me get some stuff together, and then I'll be back. Actually, now that I look at it, that is going to do it for this episode. So we're sorting some things out. What we're going to do next episode is probably figure out a way to take all of these items, and once they overflow into this, we'll take the overflow, dump it into something else, and then dump that probably into some sort of trash, just to delete all the extras, because we only need a certain amount. That's probably what we'll do. So we'll increase these structurally, and then we'll dump the rest. So that'll be next time, as we're still dealing with the fallout from our mob farm and what to do with all of the amazing excess. So that'll be next time with me, Grug Dug Plays Games, right here on YouTube. I hope you had fun, because I certainly did. See ya!